That's okay.
No, Jody haven't. No, Jody don't have that. We just got this. Yeah.
Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. PVU, right?
You know.
You know. All right. Okay, we are ready to start our chapter meeting. And we're going to call it to order at this time. Miss Prince is not here. We need someone who can take minutes. Do we have a volunteer? We have, what we do is we have the minutes on the next page. All right, then we want me to appoint. All right, young lady with the hat, can you write this for us? What's your name?
Erica.
Erica? You're a member, aren't you?
No, ma'am.
You're not a member? All right. But Miss Parker, Chanel,
Oh,
can you take the minutes for us?
I'll try.
Please. All right. They are on the, if you look here, Chanel,
Yes.
the minutes are behind
The agenda.
the agenda. Okay. So So, now we have that ready. Okay, our chaplain, Benny Lockett, and would you all change Benny's name on this? Change it to B-N-N-Y. That's
Thank
my
you.
mistake.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Benny. All right,
I promise to proof it next time, okay?
please. All right. And K is K-A-Y-E. Go ahead and make those corrections.
I think it's right on this one for her.
All right.
You dropped me off.
Okay, Benny, what you do there?
Yes.
With
Would you
everybody,
Please bow your
our
heads.
kids.
Gracious Lord, we thank thee, Almighty God, that thou did watch over us last night while we slumbered and slept, and thou touched us with the finger of love and awakened us this morning. Lord, we also thank you that you allowed us to make our trip to this place safely and in order. Lord, yesterday there are some people that are not here today that were alive yesterday, and we thank you for sparing us. Oh Lord, please be with us as we sit down and deliberate during this meeting. We pray, oh Lord, that thou would touch our hearts and enable us to come to conclusions about things that we should do for the Houston PVAMU Alumni Chapter, and also for the greater community that we serve. Lord, we thank you for being so kind to us and allowing us to have the activities of our limbs and ability to think this morning. So, Lord, be with us, stand by us, and give us traveling grace and mercy. We pray thee in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Okay, would you take a minute to look over the agenda? Is there anything else that needs to be added to it? Any corrections? Can I get a motion to?
I'm going to be adopted.
Second.
Okay, it has been moved and properly second
By Leslie Reeves.
to adopt the agenda. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, the minutes, the adoption of the agenda has been approved. Any opposed? Okay, next we'll have the reading of the minutes by Janelle Parker. I'm sorry. Huh? All right, okay, she said we can,
Just review the minutes.
why don't we just
Yeah, we can
review them,
review them.
okay?
And if there any errors.
Yeah.
If there's any
Yeah, we can
errors,
do that.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, she's copied them down, okay, you look at it and you see everything that we did last time. We had the reading of the minutes, we had the treasurer's report, committee reports by Leslie Griggs. We thanked everybody for the Panthers and Pancake Breakfast. And they had a great time at the Red Oak Ballroom. And we had the memberships of 41 at that time. All right, next thing was, today they're having the expo. It's Your World, no, it's October 29th at Fort BNISD, Willow Ridge. Banquet, the thank you card, membership. Okay, 8 calls made to members who were ill. Scholarships, they're listed there for you. We had 8 people, 4 were returning members and 4 are new. We have, okay, turn the page, scholarship luncheon. It's at the Power Center. Tickets will be available, the audit. And we move to send the $25 to the state to be reinstated. Old business was a Panther and Pancake Brunch, A&M trip, Thanksgiving donations. New business, Dallas Gala, membership drive, the homecoming banquet, the SWAT suite. We talked about the general board meeting, university increase 2.5 to 2.78, GPA increase rather. talked about the amount of tuition, the counseling program, and the closing of the doctoral program. The Young Alumni Council was also here, and we had the homecoming activities, old school jam. Dr. Kelly and Deborah Duncan. Can I get a motion to accept the minutes? Yes.
Spelling on my name,
Where's your name? On what page?
on the last one.
The last page?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
wow.
G-A-R-L-E-N-N-E.
Or did it?
It's on the first two?
L-E-N-N-E.
Oh, you have two ends?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
all right.
And under the student thing, where it has camera, it should be a K instead of a C.
Okay.
The student's name is what now?
Camera Brown,
On page,
page one.
on the second page, where the names of the students are listed on a scholarship, it should be a K instead of a C.
Oh, right here.
Number 8, on
Right
the second
after
page,
Joshua
on the
Hollis.
scholarship, it should be a K instead of a C. K instead of a C.
Randall,
K, K.
for Randall,
Okay, well,
Randall.
Cam.
we accept the minutes with the,
Camera. And also,
changes. We'll make the changes.
and also on the scholarship that Jamel should be 1 L instead of 2.
To be B, what,
Vincent.
spell that?
B-I-N-S-O-N.
Oh, B-I-N?
Yeah, Vincent.
Oh, Vincent, okay, B-I-N-S-O-N. Darlene, I still don't see where you were talking about.
On the back page, on the, I see it. It's on the membership report.
Under membership report?
Yeah, on the last page, right here. That's what she's talking about. Her name is right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
There are what?
G-A-R-L-E-N-N-E.
Okay, I have it, okay, all
2
right.
N's and 1 E.
Okay.
Okay, that's on the membership page, that's not on the
Talking about on
minutes.
the minutes.
Oh,
That's
no,
not
it's on the minutes.
That's
It's
on
not
the
on the
membership
minutes.
page.
all the time, so I'm
Okay, all right, we'll try and get those, we, have problems with spelling sometimes, but anyway, we'll,
I'll work on that.
okay, all right. That was not mine anyway, Darlene, but anyway, that's the membership. We're doing the best that we can. We thank you for bringing that out to our attention. All right, the next thing we have, is the treasurer's report.
Did we get a motion for the,
We did, and it's already been accepted.
it's already been
Yeah,
done?
We just did corrections after.
we did the corrections afterwards.
I have 2 extra copies of the treasurer's report if anyone need copies. I have them.
You didn't do it. You didn't get it out to for the minute. I'm kidding. Secretary, no,
did.
secretary.
We just been,
All right.
That was for the doc- for the-
Can we get, a minute,
For the gender.
I mean,
Evelyn Brown.
Evelyn Brown.
it has been moved and properly second that we accept the minutes with the correction. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes stand approved.
So not much activity, for our treasurer's report. So in front of you, you should have 2 copies. The first one is our savings scholarship report. So for the fall semester, we did, make 8 students, awarded a $500 scholarship. So those, each of those students did receive a $500 scholarship, which totaled in the amount of $4,000. So our beginning balance is $16,635.41 with an interest received of 41 cents, which leaves us with an ending balance of $12,635.82. And on our checking report, we had $840 collected for local memberships, $120, which was collected for our national memberships, which was 2 memberships at $60 apiece. We had two to pay through PayPal for our local memberships, and we had a total of $240 that was collected in cash. We also had $900 that was collected for the Dallas Gala event that was held 2 weeks ago, as well as we received a pancake breakfast donations during the last meeting of $100, and then we also collected $350 for the homecoming banquet table that the Houston chapter sponsored. Disbursements, as you can see, the homecoming banquet, which we paid out $625. The Dallas Gala, we paid out $900, and then also for September refreshments in the amount of $40. So our total disbursements was $1,565. So our beginning balance, $13,729.45. Income receipts, $2,630. Disbursements, $1,565, with our total checking balance of $14,794.45. And we still have $12 cash on hand. Any questions or comments? Questions or comments? None?
All right, can we get a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
Madam President, I move that we accept the treasurer's report as presented.
Second?
Second.
All right. It has been moved and seconded. Any questions? That we accept the treasurer's report? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Leslie Griggs. I'm the chair of membership. There should be, the membership report should be in your packet. If you do not have it in your packet, I do have some separate ones if you didn't have one. For the 2016 Homecoming Alumni Party, which was held at Red Oak Ballroom in Center City on Friday night, October the 7th, the PVAMU Houston Chapter hosted a vendor table during the alumni party to provide information to join the NAA and or local chapter. 63 names were received at that time, including the phone numbers, and emails were collected. A detailed email was sent out to each one of those individuals, giving them information about the chapter meetings, as well as the amount of the dues, the website information for them to join. Do we have anyone that was from that party that night here today? Okay, great. Yay. Okay. So also, as far as moving forward, membership drive and social activity ideas, during our call, or recruiting focus, maybe 40 years and under, to get more of the younger alumni involved as well. Happy hours, possibly one each quarter. Alumni picnic, which is suggested to be held during some of the cooler months, maybe possibly in the spring and late fall. And a Kima boat ride was also an idea that came up on the call. And being a part of the penny ceremony, making sure that we're present and to provide membership information during that time. So the membership committee needs, we definitely need some new information cards, and I will get with Tremire to get those ordered so we can have some cards to pass out to individuals, which we did not have during the homecoming weekend, but we'll get some information cards printed up and ready and available by next month. Also, giveaways. We look at some giveaways to give out, I know previously we had the water bottles, but maybe some lapel pins for the Houston chapter, as well as some pens, some just writing pens, some towels, to have at the game, as well as maybe a keychain. So our current total membership that I have on record is 72 at this time. So please make sure you are reaching out to those that you're in contact with to invite them also to our meetings. Our next committee meeting will be on Tuesday, October the 25th at 8 p.m. and it's also going to be via conference call, and the numbers on the report. And I would also like to thank, if you're here, that helped with the table during the alumni party, which was Nitra Blair, Sonia Craven, Addie Johnson, Leslie Griggs, and Dr. Kurt Shepard. So I thank you very much for assisting with that particular event, which we had a great time. Any questions or concerns right now? Yes.
You have his cards,
We don't have any more of those cards.
but
We
you
need
do
to,
have his better print.
yes,
All right.
so we just need to reorder.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else? Okay. And I think I'm on next. I'm gonna read the correspondence in Lady Miss Barbara Jarman's absence. Thanks so much. For her uncle, Reverend J.C. Parker. I hope I read that correctly. And that is all that I have this morning. Thank you. And I do have applications for those who need them, and there's someone outside on the table as well.
No, she just did hers. So, Evelyn, are you ready?
Good morning. That has been taken care of, so that was total $4,000 from the budget. Now, when we met last month, we had some motions on the floor to increase from 6 students to 8. And then we had another motion to table that until we go back and revisit the scholarship situation. So what we have come up with now is, rather than have a specific designated number of students to give scholarships to, we're gonna do it based on the amount of money that's in the operating fund. Because if in the event that we set a designated number and come short of money in the funds, then who's willing to come out of pocket and let's get these students paid? So we're gonna attempt to do 6. A minimum, we're gonna attempt to do 6, but in the event that, and that's only gonna be based on the money that's in the funds. Everybody understand? And reasons for that is upfront at the Power Center, when we reserve the room, we have to give $1,000 out of that fund up front. And before the day of the luncheon, we actually have to give the Power Center all of the money that's due. And normally, that's how much, Beverly?
Minimum of 7,000,
A minimum of 7,000.
and based on the number of persons.
And based on the number of persons attending that function on that particular day. What the body wants, everyone in here need to make a concerted effort to try to sell one table, which will be 10 tickets at $50 each. Go out and get sponsors to help us put on this scholarship luncheon. So if we all make a concerted effort and do that, then we can give more than 6, more than 8. We can give based on however much money we have in the fund. Is that understood? Question?
Yes, Ms. Brown. So I hear you, I get that. So we're trying to give based on funds, but with a reserve of at least, at a minimum of 8,000 remaining in the account at all times to cover the cost of the luncheon, correct?
That's what we're gonna try, right, Beverly? Treasurer?
Right, and so the idea is if we don't have any fundraisers, so, because the premise of the scholarship lunch is actually to follow the
Raise money,
students
yeah.
for 4 consecutive years. So if we don't have any fundraising, do we have enough money into the account to carry those students that we have already given scholarships to? So whether it be 6 students, whether it be 8 students, we wanna make sure that we have enough money in the account to cover those without any fundraising.
And right now, we have 5 returning students that we want to try to continue to fund. Of that, 2 of them anticipate graduation this May of 2017. We have another 3 that anticipate graduating May of 18. We have 1 new one that we brought on for this past fall session, anticipate graduating in 2020. And then we have another one that anticipate graduating in 2019. Now, with the university moving the GPA from 2.5 to 2.7, then it stands to reason that we would do the same thing. So our minimum is now gonna be, the student must maintain a GPA of 2.75 without fail for that particular semester. So,
But that 2.7 is only for incoming, not for folks that's already there.
and
So
I'm
you-
glad you mentioned that because now, we have decided that what we're gonna do is only go with incoming freshmen for giving out scholarship. So Raymond, when you put it on the website, we want you to make sure that you note that that scholarship application that's on the website will only be for incoming freshmen from the greater Houston metropolitan area. So,
We're still following them all the way through, right?
and we're gonna continue to follow them all the way through. And let's see,
I think you meant 2.75.
right, I said we're gonna move from 2.5 to 2.75.
But is that a recommendation? That, I mean, right now we're 2.5, right?
What, this scholarship, this
Yeah.
organization did? Right,
2.5.
right.
So you recommended that we move from 2.5 to 2.75?
That's what we're saying, we're gonna go along with what the university.
Well, the university is incoming freshmen. That's what you're saying.
2.75.
Do we have to do that?
We don't have to do it, but why would we not?
Yes, I think we should do it, and I
Should do
think
it?
we should do it because
Okay.
that is the standard for getting into Prairie View.
Okay.
And there's no need of giving them a scholarship for less, and they can't get in.
Okay.
Right, right.
Well, they still.
But if
get
they're,
in.
they
But
can
what-
still get
They
in.
can still get in.
They can still get in, they
under-
can still be accepted
They-
at Prairie View.
right.
There's an exception to that
I
2.75 rule.
recognize that, but
Right.
you, again, you have to maintain that. The exceptions are that
Okay.
you can either, do a summer program,
Right.
or you can go to some
Right.
other college to
Yeah.
get your grades up.
Right,
But the
right.
fact remains,
It's
you're gonna,
still
that's
2.75.
what it's gonna be.
So wouldn't we have to do that as a body to vote on it? 2.75?
Yes.
2.5 to 2.75?
2.75.
If you,
Is that in order? I'm
Mr.
just
President,
asking.
if
I'm
you
just
think,
asking.
Mr. Vice President, if you think that's what we should do,
I'm asking.
we can leave it in the president's hand and we can take it to a vote.
Okay. All
I
right.
think what we need to do is basically, we had a, meeting this morning, and we had, we outlined basically everything that we wanted to put into the scholarship, acceptance into Prairie View. So what we will do is bring that before the body and let everybody vote on it, okay? And I think we can all agree on that. Does everybody agree with that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I think we'll bring it, next time we'll bring all the information that I gathered things from 1999 up to this point. Students who we had tracked, and students who were, coming into the system for us. So, next time we will bring the information, we'll put it all in writing for you to see, so the body can agree or disagree upon it.
I think it just really need to be, Hester, probably just the outline of the scholarship committee, the eligibility for scholarships. I think
Okay.
it's pretty much what needs to be.
All right.
Their recommendation for moving forward.
So we recommending 2.75.
Right, whatever recommendation, we'll bring it, yes.
You have
Someone
a
else
question,
have a
Mr. Washington? Did you have a question?
Mr. Walker had one first.
Right here first, she had one first.
When you said, excuse me, when you said incoming freshmen, and then someone mentioned if they go to another school and get their grades up, then they're no longer an incoming freshman. They will, because they started school at another university, they will no longer be an incoming freshman. Like,
Well,
because I know that because the Texas grant only gives it to incoming freshmen. So if you start off at one school, then that's your incoming freshman school.
Yep.
That's something we'll have to
look at.
consider.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Did your question get answered, sir?
I was gonna call you for parliamentary procedure. That this is on the recommendation from the committee.
Right.
Which comes to the body.
Right.
The body, and the president has already indicated that it's a recommendation from the committee. And next time, the president will have you to vote on it, but the body needs to know it.
Okay. Any other questions?
Going back to the amount of funds, it was always in the past, whatever we made at the scholarship luncheon was utilized for the scholarships. Now you're saying it doesn't matter from that, we're just gonna take what we have in our and our kitty. So it seemed like, before, if we made $8,000, we gave 8. If we made $6,000, we gave 6. Now you're saying if we make $1,000, we're still going to give $6,000, which is going to take that
what
minimum
we're saying
down.
is, if we made $1,000, and if we didn't have any more than $1,000 in the budget, well, it's standing reason we couldn't financially afford to carry the students that we have on.
Yeah, but we need to let it know that the scholarship luncheon was the provider for these scholarships, not what we
the
have.
scholarship luncheon is our only right now fundraiser that we have to support giving students money. But the plan is to come up with some more fundraisers so we can financially have the money always in the fund to give as many scholarships to students that we can. So everybody, let's try to sell a table and let's come up with some fundraising ideas
And
to
also-
continue with getting funds.
Also keep in mind the scholarship luncheon that's held in February, that was enough to cover those students only for that semester.
No, it's the scholarship luncheon was set for the next year, not for the current.
Right,
Not for the
but it was
current.
only enough money to cover those students for that semester. So for the fall semester, that was the money that we used, that we collected from the scholarship luncheon. So there's no additional money.
Right,
So
it was
basically,
supposed
you
to be
have
for-
enough to cover for one semester, not for both semesters, as far as the amount of money we've been collecting from the scholarship luncheon.
No, that's incorrect. We've always, what we had on
Mr.
there.
Holly is bring this, we'll try and bring it out. Let me bring to you what we have.
No, I'm just saying that's what we've done in the past
I said
before.
presently scholarships are funded based on individuals and organizations providing donations and funds. The number of recipients the Houston chapter can award and the amount awarded each year based on the available funds prior to the scholarships being issued. So what we'll do is try and make it more transparent and make it more clear for everybody so that there won't be questions like this before. We'll bring it to the body next time. We'll have everybody a copy of this.
Are we happy now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so,
Okay, Beverly is here, with the superintendent, and she has to go, we'll come back, can we come back to your question? She has to go to a funeral, so. Good morning, everybody. 2017 at 12 o'clock noon. Location that we've had for several years, the Power Center. And that's on South Post Oak. And the ticket price is $50. Since our last general chapter meeting in September, several scholarship Mardi Gras luncheon meetings have been held to prepare for the luncheon with the chairperson, myself, I'm Beverly Hatchett, I didn't state who I was when I got up, and our co-chairs. We also had a conference call on Thursday night, October 13th, and with all of these meetings, these are the things that we have been discussing. The number of booklets. Presently, our souvenir booklets, our goal is at least 300, are based on the number of persons attending the luncheon. Everyone attending will get a souvenir booklet. Deadline for, if you would like to make an ad, or you know someone, you know a church, a business, or so forth, the deadline to get that into us will be Saturday, January 21st, 2017. I do have prices of all of this information. I have enough copies for everyone present to get a copy of what I'm discussing up here. We have a letter for you that states information about our advertisement rates. That's from inside cover, out the back, full color, black and white, half page, 1/4 page, and business cards. And that's all in here for you. And I will be bringing in more for each meeting. Also, if you know of someone that does not want to make an ad in the booklet and they would like to just do the patrons list, We're asking if they can afford it, at least $10 to be on the patrons list. If not, whatever they're willing or have to give them. Everyone can get, should have enough for everyone to receive a flyer and some additional copies. I will have those here for every meeting also. Now, some of you may be dealing strictly with not just your family and friends, but corporations, churches, or community leaders and businesses. For you, there's another letter, special letter, and you can use that. Also,
Ask them to raise their hands if they want something.
if you want some of these, they look like this. Raise your hand if you want it for businesses, for sponsors. And on here, and I'll explain this to you. This is for sponsors. The master's table, $1,500. And within this package, they will receive 10 tickets as well as a full color ad. The summa cum laude sponsor, $1,000. It's all explained in there. And exactly what you receive, a 1/2 page ad, as well as 4 luncheon tickets are included with that. Your magna cum laude sponsor, $500. Your cum laude sponsor, $250. Friends of the chapter, $200. And then the patrons list, $10. So I've tried to explain as much as I can in there. If you should have questions, Leslie, phone numbers are on the flyer. My number, Barbara Jordan, and Kay Harper and Tamara Wick. Our phone numbers are here to contact us.
Did you tell them the deadline?
Deadline again to have in our information regarding the ads, pictures, funds, again, January 21st, because we have to compile all of this information, get it together, and get it to the company that's doing the printing of the booklet. One thing that I am asking everyone, if you are dealing with a corporation or a major business, for example, Walmart or Target, please contact. So if you will let us know, I didn't put it on there, but her email address, I can give it to you now. By email, contact her or call. 2B's, BBARB, 47, B-Bar, BBARB, 47 at msn.com. And that's Barbara Jarman, Jarm. Our P.O. box, as well as our email address.
When you get an ad, it needs to be sent digitally to an email address.
We have people that call us.
Oh, yeah, you can send it to the Houston
I have it
chapter,
on
too.
your letter, where to send it.
To the Houston chapter.
Because, right, he wants to accept the ads digitally.
Yes. And you can also make payments through PayPal. That's on your letters also.
About, you did not list on your page. You said it in words, but you just on the paper was $10. You didn't list it on there.
The $10,
You
it's
did
on,
list- huh?
it's on one of those sheets.
Oh, I was looking at this.
Oh, okay.
This sheet here.
That's for the,
Yeah, I know.
that's for the booklet.
All right.
That's strictly the booklet. But for the paper, if,
See where it is.
now, and normally for our representatives, J.D. Anderson oversees that. Our local councilman and our state representatives, he normally oversees that. So if you have someone you think we may miss, you can contact J.D. J.D., raise your hand. So that's who oversees that part of it.
You wanna give your email address, J.D.?
Yes, JAY dot DEE 1906 at gmail.com.
A meeting has been scheduled for mail outs for advertisements. to get this information disseminated, even more so. Some of the, methods in which we will be trying to reach the general, metropolitan area, Houston metropolitan area, flyers, emails, our calling posts, our website, other PV alumni chapters, local newspapers if our funds permit, and of course, your word of mouth. So we're asking everyone to please support us and help us with this endeavor. Yes, son. We are presently working on that. The committee that's working on that, next meeting, they will inform us of the status and what has been decided. And if you have someone in mind, please let us know. We're open to that.
So question. Yes.
Question, Neil?
Yes, thanks for this afternoon's report. Is a letter available electronically? Is the letter?
I hadn't in the past, I guess it's okay. Yes. So just let me know and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Can we send it to Raymond?
That was gonna be my question. Can you
Okay.
send
Put it
this? Because I've
online?
had somebody already ask on this listening, do that. That way I can just upload it to our.
The persons who will be assisting with the group, the chance to win. That's when we have our gifts and we give the tickets out. If people purchase the tickets and so forth at the actual event. That group, the membership table, Leslie, I'll be with you. The decorating and entertainment we're working on. And our thank you letters to all of these persons. We need to get our thank you letters out to them so they will know that we appreciate it and they'll come back next year. I will be contacting you on next week so that you can start meeting and preparing for your part. And today, everyone should have, I've been passing out the as rate letters for your family, friends, businesses, churches, your sponsors forms, and your flyers. And on October 29th, the meeting that the mail-out group will have at the library located on Scott, the Smith Library on Scott, we will be there at 10:30, at least 12, probably. I will have tickets there, so if anyone is in the area, you may stop by and pick up your tickets. Of course, tickets are $50, and the tickets will be available at every meeting from then henceforth, November, December, and January. And that's the end of my report. Are there?
I'm talking about the tables. You know, we're trying to get people to donate money and for tables and things of that nature. When will that information? You know when that will go out?
About the tables?
Yes.
Do you have one? It looks like this. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I don't have one.
Okay. And there are others, and I will have plenty of copies on the flyer, Beverly had to. Any additional questions? All right. Who else needed one? You need one? Okay. All right, I'm done. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
We omitted Miss Stacy, would you please come? She has something for the care. We don't want to overlook her. She has her.
Maybe I wanted to get up and say hello to everyone. You have grown since I was here.
Beverly.
The word you is all I've heard. What I speak is continue. But don't forget us. I've gotten that number too now. You know the number called care? Those are seniors. And I'm learning our seniors that they're getting to be up in age. I spoke to two yesterday, that's 90, and 90 plus. And I'm not from. So I've been absent a lot because of the fact of age. Now my family is growing old, all of us at the top. So you know we leave. It looks like you just leave. So every Saturday that you didn't see me, more than likely, I was at a family reunion funeral, that's what we call it. Because we get to see our people that we haven't seen in a little while. But I don't want you to wait that long. I was thinking maybe we need to plan something for our sick and shut-in. And find a way to get us together in one spot, at one time. And it needs to be during the day.
All right, yes, ma'am.
So that they can come and be a part of whatever we plan for them. And it's just good for all of them that I spoke to, even with their ages. The last person I spoke to was 93, and she was kind of busy. I let the phone ring a long time, because I know when you get an age, you can't get that quick. And she told me that I am busy. And I appreciate you calling me, but I gotta get back to doing what I was doing. 93 years old, because I was holding her up trying to see how old she was. And I missed calling Mr. Walker, but I was blessed to hear Mr. Roy Smith's voice on yesterday. And he said he's doing fine, and he's also busy.
Wow.
So I just want you to keep us in prayer, because I am also busy. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Y'all keep coming and supporting the university. And keep all of us old ones in your prayers. And don't forget to vote, because even at that, my older member that's 91 was telling me, don't forget to vote. So now I need to tell you, don't forget to vote and take as many to the poll as you can.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Staten. We're gonna get done with the scholarship. Now, basically, we've talked about the scholarship a lot, and we see what it takes to give scholarships. It takes work. So we have to commit to selling tickets and commit to selling ads. So we get the ads, the souvenir booklet, that's really where we're gonna generate our money. So this one is from the Dallas chapter. And the tickets were a lot higher. The tickets were $90. But if you saw them on the field, they gave out $43,000 to the university. But that money, we need your time, we need your effort. And then this one is from the class of '66. Now, everybody didn't get a book this, but we had to put an ad in. And where's Miss Sherry? The golden class, let's stand up, Miss Sherry. Stand up. This was the golden class at homecoming, the class of '66. They gave $300,000. We need to do more than what Dallas has done. And we're gonna repeat that Labor Day, and that turned out really nice. So I think we can do it again. Where it says 2016 national. The next thing that we have, we're gonna move on to the old business. Do we still want to go on and carry that? Yes.
I move we just wait and get all the necessary information on the scholarship committee.
It's been moved and properly second. That we wait until we have all the information. Any questions? Okay, so it passes that we will wait until next time when we'll have it all clear. Ms. Brown, we'll have it written out for everybody. And we'll also give you a list of the students to see students, and that we're mentoring them so that they can increase the graduation rate from 11%. I was talking to Claude, and I was asking, what do you think the graduation rate was when we were in school? And I think it was a lot higher, because I know it's a lot, the So we need to mentor the students that we have and make certain that they're a part of more. We, as a group, can get behind our students that we put there and make certain that they go through. Mr. Whitaker.
Thank you, President. First, before I get into homecoming, I would just like to make one acknowledgement for me. We didn't have the calling posting, but anything automated like it is today. And she would personally, oh man, people were at the homecoming this year. All right. Associated with homecoming. We had, what? No, that's what I'm done right now. We've been talking about it. There's a survey out. Take a moment and please fill that out, because that information will go back to the university, and maybe we can make some, have some improvements, because the only thing I think they've seen, I don't know what the crowd estimated.
For conversation, I think it started,
The people they were working on.
Yeah. So it was a lot of people. More, that was something else that they need feedback on. I was surprised when we got there that the lines were so long. And what I understood was that they waited till a certain time.
I was told that they did start opening the gates at 12 noon.
No.
And that they had
They
all,
They did.
Raymond said they did.
They didn't open.
She said they opened all gates at 12 noon.
No.
And that, what they're gonna do next year is they're gonna have someone walking around and directing people to gates that may be.
And I'm pretty sure they'll make improvements and so forth.
The only thing I heard in regards to that was the scanners, because of the sun, they couldn't scan, it was something about the scanners.
The scanners,
That's
okay.
what I heard.
Okay, I'm pretty sure they'll make improvements on that. And the last thing, and this is a positive, is that I did not hear, going to school, we had incidents to Lord.
Yep.
But this was really great to have that many people in one place.
In one place.
And everybody having a good time and so forth, and not having incidents. That's great. That's all I have.
You said that wasn't any problem, but there was some of our homies that wanted to park in the street and go over there and tailgate, and you couldn't even get by. I mean, and it's those, but the biggest problem that they had was the people that was letting the folks in, they was letting their friends park. They didn't even have nothing on there to say that they supposed to go into that parking lot. And so I don't know if that was the rules or not, but if you had a tag, you didn't get nowhere close. We came down there, we got there about 11
I'm talking about your season ticket pass tag.
You don't get nowhere close. I mean, everybody.
We will draft a letter and send it to them. If you have some questions or some things that you would like for.
And I believe the survey may be found on the university's page.
Website?
Yeah, it might be on the university's website, because it was
Too, that if you got there before the parade started, there was not a fee.
Right.
And you could park, and there were problems.
We had some people here in the parade, that was in the parade.
You all were, and Miss Doris was, she was riding on that Mercedes. What was that?
And our purple suit.
And her purple suit, you look really great. And Lynette, the parade was absolutely great. That's the best parade I've seen on a Thanksgiving donation. Did anybody bring any canned goods this time? Okay, all right.
Maybe stuff like that can, is there a possibility of things like that can be announced during that call out? I forgot.
Yeah. We will announce it, and then, I tell you what you can do too. What you can do, if you like to give a donation, we can go and buy.
Right. So we have to turn them in.
We have to turn it in. If you like to make a donation, I said, who'd be willing to accept the money for the donations? Well, you can bring time. She's back preparing the food for us. Okay, new business. All right, Raymond and Tamara, you want to tell us about the next thing?
So Raymond has his laptop available, so if anyone is interested in attending the Prairie View versus Wrights game next Saturday, what time is the game? At
2:30.
At 2:30. So they have tickets for Evelyn, if you're interested in purchasing your tickets today, we're gonna shut the deadline to purchase tickets. Is it gonna be today or?
I would say today, or not, or you can also
Or
go
you
to the
can, you can
White
go on the
Rice's
website
website
yourself and
purchase
purchase
it.
your own individual ticket. And we have collected some money, so, I'll give Raymond that
Are we gonna
count.
meet at a certain time over there, or whatever? How we gonna put this together? How we gonna do that?
Is Rice ticket general
Is
admission?
it general admission?
They have certain areas.
So
have
we'll
certain
have
seats.
certain seats. So what will happen is if the game starts at, so they'll probably email you the tickets, do you know?
I'm not sure, I'll have to check, see how they.
Okay, because probably what'll happen is, so what we do, if you're interested in attending, again, see Raymond, myself, or Evelyn at the end, we'll do the group, and then for all of those that have, made payment, then we'll contact you early in the week to let you know what the game plan will be, as far as where we're gonna meet up at, what time we're gonna meet, and just those little small details.
So you can pay for the tickets today?
You have to pay for the tickets today, unless you wanna pay for them yourself online.
You got your.
Friday night, they are having, a gathering
At the no,
at
it's
the
not
Mosaic.
at the Mosaic.
So if you'd like to come there, we can have something.
21st, pregame happy hour and party at the Mosaic. Meet athletic director Ashley Robinson. Food giveaways, drink specials from 6:30 p.m. until. More details posted on PVAMU Facebook this week.
Mosaic is at the corner of Alameda and what? And McGregor.
That's it.
Across from the Herman Park Golf.
Yeah.
You can park there.
5929 Alameda Road.
5929 Alameda. That's next Friday night, what time?
We're going to be purchasing the swag suite again. I totally forgot the date, which is in December 3rd. December 3rd. The ticket cost will be $125. So it's $125. That does include the food and soft drink beverages. Again, $125. We'll get the information posted on the website, and then we'll set up a deadline of when all monies. And again, I want to stress on the deadlines, and specifically for those that's working on the various committees, when we're scrambling at the last minute trying to make accommodations for those last minute individuals. So I know myself personally, don't call me about making any accommodations because it's not going to happen. So Hester's the nice one. So, but again, once we've set those deadlines, please make a conscious decision to meet those deadlines. They're set there for a reason, and we as an adult need to adhere to that. So is that all for me?
You know the deadline now?
No, we're gonna have that posted on the website.
Okay, is there anybody interested in the swag suite? Anybody interested in going to the swag suite? Somebody has to be grabbing.
Rather than somebody. That's terrible. Somebody might be grabbing.
Really quick, Hester has asked me to look into, for the SWAC championship, a social hour during that weekend as well. So our pre-alumni, is it the pre-alumni association?
Yes.
If you have not been, there is a bowling alley right off, maybe a bowling event. So I'm going to talk to the president, I think, of that association, and see if we can coordinate something where we can have a bowling event up there. It won't, maybe probably in the spring, to have a coordinated event with them. So I think that's all. So a good outing, exactly. So I'll get that coordinated, and I'll bring that back. Hopefully by next month I can have some dates, and then we can vote on and what is best for the chapter. Thank you.
All right, the next thing is the constitution bylaws, and Mr. Walker, you want to talk about it, or else, what we just want to talk about?
Well, the bylaws have been, the bylaws committee had submitted our finding, but we find that we have to meet again because of the typing of it. And by the way, we are tentatively going to meet Wednesday who all on the bylaws committee? Let me see. That's present. All right, I have to call you to clarify. Once I get through the meeting, I go by special library. And we're gonna try to put it together. The printing, pre-printing would need to be corrected.
Okay, all right, thank you. Tomorrow, you back again with the budget and the Christmas brunch.
Okay. So, on the budget, just wanna read this letter from the Texas, Controller of Public Accountants. It's addressed to the PVAMU Alumni Chapter Tax Clearance Letter of Reinstatement. And it's just basically stated that the reference entity has met all franchise tax requirement and is eligible for reinstatement through May 15th of 2017. And again, this is from Glenn Hager, the Tax Controller of Public Accountants. So we ask that every member be sure to pay their dues, because we are still accepting membership dues for the Christmas lights. It's for members only.
December 17th.
So the date will be December 17th, so please get your memberships paid, and we'll have a great, fantastic feast where you don't have to do any cooking, just come back and enjoy a great meal, and fellowship during the Christmas holiday season. So again, that's gonna be December 17th.
That's it? That's it. All right, the next thing I have is what we were talking about earlier about PVAMU, the students getting that great GPA up from 2.5 to 2.75. I only have, this is a lot, so I have about 5 copies left. So this is, Leslie, take this. Give the card. What I did was put this out on the, I put the web address there. And let me tell you a little bit about it. I got this from Kim Reynolds from the Dallas chapter, and this is a National HBCU Week conference. If you want one, raise your hand. If you think you might want to go, if you want to, that's next week. But you can look online. If you want me to email you all of this, I can email those of you who want one. You did get one. She wants one. What this is, it talks about how to, President Obama, let me just read what he said and then I'll talk to you about. What he said is that the role of the historically black colleges and universities is of America. I hope most people know that story, and if you don't, you better learn. And that was from President Barack Obama, 25th in DC. And the 3 things that they're talking about is what we're talking about here. And 3 things are sustainability, innovation, and excellence. Excellence, meaning that we have to, the grade point average has to go up from 2.5 to 2.75. We can no longer have graduation rates of 11. Gone into, how many of you had a chance to tour the campus? If you had a chance to tour the campus, you could see the innovation. I know I talked to Mr. Norwood in the architectural building, and they have won the Sandcastle building for the last, I think, 3 or 4 years. And the students are coming out and getting great jobs. It's great opportunities for our students. Promoting excellence, sustainability. Now, sustainability is this. All our jobs on campus, if you know, no longer saw the same people cleaning up at the RV spots on Sunday. That was a total different crew. And you no longer saw the people who were in the parking lots where the RV came in. People were, and we have to understand that things are changing. So we cannot treat them, can't be rude to people just because they don't look like us. Someone told one of the ladies that was there that was taking the tickets that, you know, why are you here? You shouldn't be at an HBCU university taking up parking, and that was rude. You know, so we have to be realistic. The sustainability, and we have to realize that we have to be involved as an alumni group. when we see some of the things that are going on, we have to go back and voice our opinion. We have to come to the elections, the general meetings that they have on campus. So, without all it said, schools, they're not doing so well. So, when we talk about some of the things that are going on, it's because we're under
The provost at Prairie View was well attended. It was not well attended. I attended it, and a few more people, but I think it's informative because some of us, and I say us because I include me, were under some wrong opinions about the changing of the grade point average. But when the provost got finished, I think there was no question in my mind and the rest of the people there that that's needed.
No, it's not.
It's needed.
I disagree with that.
But one of the things that they talk about in this, okay, Brandon, let me tell you what they said in this forum here. One of the forums that they said that HBCUs service a lot of low-income students, and we have to realize that we need to get in what's on paper in black and white. So there is a way for them to get into the school. Okay, they said that there's a
we have to get into the summer bridge program, and to get into the summer bridge program, you have to have a certain GPA.
Yes.
So it's a two-sided.
And then another thing that I heard too is all you have to do is write a letter, and they would accept them. So I don't know if everybody knows that. So that's something that you can make certain that you tell your family members. At least you can protest, and they will accept you in. Because they have to get the goal is to get 12,000 students enrolled. So they can't keep everybody out. If they told you that you need 12,000 students, and now at the beginning of the semester they had 9,000 students, and then but because of financial aid, they only ended up with like 8,500 to 8,600 students. And so that's where the alumni come in and give the scholarships. That helps. Now, go on, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, there's housing kicked a lot of upperclassmen out also,
Okay.
so they couldn't get back. They had no places.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, so that's basically what I wanted you everybody to see this and go to that website. If you actually want a copy of this, I will, we have any visitors today? Yes. Yes, would you stand up and tell us who you are and what year, maybe?
I also graduated in 2001, BA in Business Administration Systems.
McNary, I graduated in 2014.
2006 and
2006 or 2016. All right.
I just relocated back from New York, joined quickly, and all happy to be here and amongst fellow Panthers.
Are there any announcements?
RTA, Houston Harris County Retired Teachers Association, also will have a luncheon in December, second Saturday in December, and we are now getting ready for that. So as they our tickets are $45.
Well, I'm gonna top that because I belong to the North Harris County. Okay, so this is really great. Souvenir booklet, that scholarship luncheon. I mean, we need you to participate in all the Rice University game, the SWAC tournament. Just everything that we try to do, we have something for the city. You gotta do something. You gotta do something. All right. We love you. And let's all stand and let's be dismissed. We're gonna join. So before we join, so Mr. Whitaker, good. We got out of 12:40. Not bad. Everybody knows the song?
There.
On it?
That's what she's looking for.
In gratitude, we sing a hymn of praise for memories dear, for
Brother Holly, share with me sometime your views so that I can